Right, hi everyone. I'm Matt Mulvaney from Practice UK Limited, and today we're going to do a live coding session. Okay, so I'm going to show you this slide here. This is called from Dimitri's blog called Oracle Apex 25.1 and beyond. There was no actual Apex 25.1 release. The next release will be 26.1, I believe. Now, one of the flagship features from this slide is all the features of what's next. And this was about 6 months old, so I expect more has been changed from here. But one of the flagship features is called natural language support for interactive reports. So this allows you to type in natural language your search queries. So you could search for all employees with a salary over 20,000, something like that. Or you could say, in my case, I'm going to be saying what are all the employees based in New York. Okay, so I actually saw this demonstrated at the Apex Days in November. This was on the UK tour in London, Manchester and Dublin. And it was very impressive, actually, what it was. And a question was asked in the audience about does it support interactive grid? And the answer was no. So this is just for interactive reports. And they've been working on it for probably a year, probably more than a year, to get this absolutely right. So it's a shame that Interactive Grids has not made this feature. So I thought, well, can I just do it? Can I just do it in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or however long it takes to do this live coding demo? So I think I can, and I think I'll do it now. And I've done these live demos before, and people have asked me afterwards, did I actually prepare for it? Have I done it before? Well, I've done parts of it just to prove in concept that it's possible. But I'm going to do it from scratch again, just based on some of the knowledge that I've got. I've actually made some bookmarks in case something goes wrong, because I don't want to waste your time on this video. So let's start then. Let's start with natural language support for interactive grids. Okay, so where do we start? Okay, so some of the prep that I did is looking at the APIs. So this is the PL SQL API. We've got this Apex IG package, and it comes with some notes and caveats here. So basically it's saying you can add filters using these special abbreviations and specifying the column name. And here's some examples here, like department equals 30, and you could get some filters on the page as well. But I tried this and I didn't like it, because what you had to do is you had to put it in a page submit process. So you had to continually submit the page for it to have the results. And that's not the effect that I saw on the natural language reports for interactive reports. And it's not the effect that I want to give people with this NL2IG feature that I'm going to present to you today. So I'm going to ditch this, and we're going to look at the Interactive Grid API. Now, I thought I'd imagined something called add filter here, and add filter doesn't actually appear on here. And I thought, well, is it appeared on the model? You know, on the model there are lots of different methods I could use, like clear data. So if I use add filter here, it isn't there. So I thought I'd imagined it. And when I downloaded Apex, I found in the Interactive Grid API, there is actually an add filter here. But it comes with this caveat, subject to change in the future, please don't use. Well, this is a live demo. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get with this NL2IG feature. Let's just prototype this. And what's good about this is it does it dynamically, and you've got this thing called refresh data. So yeah, it instantly refreshes the data on the page. So I think it's going to be similar to the other one. So the other one had these abbreviations. Now I can't quite find the abbreviations on here. Don't worry, we'll get there. Okay, So because this is natural language, we're going to use AI. There's no Apex NL package here or in the latest version. So I guess let's get started then. So first, oh, by the way, this is a brand new workspace, NL2IG. Yeah, there's nothing in it. If I look at the object browser, there's nothing there. And you could see I no apps as well. Okay, so I guess we'll start with the sample schema, and we'll do this data set, which will be the emp depth. Of course it will be. So we'll install that into the schema, install that there. Look, we've got two tables and one view, emp depth underscore v, which is the view, and the view shows some lookup values rather than the like department 30. Okay, let's create an application. See what it looks like. Yeah, whatever. Let's accept that. So just a few seconds, it should be creating my application. So we'll give that a run, and then we'll see what that looks like to start with. Okay. So of course we've got a dashboard, we've got employees. What's this? This is a faceted search where we can play around with that. This will be some kind of classic report, I imagine. Departments, this is our interactive report, and administration. All right, okay. So let's create a new interactive grid report, and then we'll base it from there. Okay, so interactive grid. Pardon me. Okay. So we'll call this employees, and we'll base it on that view. Okay. Editing, no. Let's not complicate things on the first go. So we now have our interactive grid. Let's just zoom in one level, 110%. Give that a go. Okay, so we've got our grid. We can search on things like new for New York. We can reset. We've got header. Okay, yeah, we've got some New York people there. We've got some Dallas, Chicago. We've got Blake for some manager. All right, okay, so that's good. So what next? Okay, so let's first set up our AI. So we'll go up a level in a new tab, and we'll go to upper level again, workspace utilities. Now I'm going to use a generative AI here, and I'm going to use Perplexity because I like using that. That's an OpenAI type. Call it Perplexity, and we'll use the same name. Using that builder, why not? Create credentials. Okay, so how do we do this now? So I've got a guide here on my blog. The base URL is this. Okay, base URL. That. Next step, API key prefix with the word bearer and a space. Oh, I've got space. Bearer, space. Okay. And then next, AI model is Sonar because that's the cheaper one. Where's my model? Yep. I've got some headers here. Put those in. So I think all I'm left is the key. So if I go over to Perplexity, go to my API. There's my key. Copy. Okay, let's go back into here and we'll put the, have I got space again? Yes. Let's hide the key. Okay, and then we're going to test it. If it goes green, it should be good. Ah, succeeded, perfect. Okay, so that's one step done. Right, so let's look at this again. So natural language, I'm going to create a prompt. I think that's what I'm going to do next. So we won't need that anymore, and we'll go into shared components, and we'll create an AI configuration. Okay, So this will be called, go on, it can be called meta. The perplexity service in our system prompt. So I'm wanting here to say, I'll give you a prompt and I want you to give me the code. This would be a good idea. A code to get this. Okay, so I don't know what the abbreviations are. I assume they're the same. I'm not going to spend any time working it out. Paste it into there. Okay, give me a system prompt. To provide a natural language prompt and the let's do this, change this. I will provide a natural language prompt and you must give me system prompt to use add two ads, add it to these, add filter. Review the code attached. The system prompt will give me JavaScript only that I can run in an eval statement. Okay, not great, but let's just try and see what happens. So it's reading the file. Oh, okay. Let's give me some JavaScript. Why is it giving me JavaScript? Okay, no, I wanted a system prompt for this. Okay, some more clues. The static ID will always be emp on the interactive grid region. Okay, so what's thinking, let's just change that now. So we have a static ID somewhere. Oops, call it emp, save. And what's that done? Oh, you are a JavaScript generator. Yes, I like it. Operator. Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Add filter, column. IG, okay. Okay, one more and we'll see how far we get with this. No, the example were partially illustrative, but not precisely the code. Good catch. Good lord. Just do it correct. Whatever. Let's have it. Okay, so in here, we'll try that. That's perplexity. Okay, so we'll return to the page here. Now, there's two more things I want to do. One is, that's alright just giving us the prompts, but I actually want it to actually base it on my report SQL, and I want to base it on the metadata of the database. Okay, so let's do it on the rag source. In fact, let's just cancel that a minute. So let's try another one. Okay, give me an Oracle SQL to select all the tables and columns in JSON format. Tables and columns for those tables in JSON format. I only want, oh no, I only want tables and views. So see what that does. So this is returning all the schema. Yeah, because I don't think the system prompts enough without having some information about the... why is it done it on plain text? Oh, whatever. Okay, so let's create another region. This will be interactive report. This will be SQL. This will be my query. Will it work first time? Who knows? Okay. Right. What we're going to do, we'll take a shortcut. So I've already got something here. So what I would do is instead of wasting your time trying to prompt engineer this, I'll get one that I've prepared earlier. So this is, look at this. This looks nice, doesn't it? So this is giving me some JSON. Let's just format this. That's not plain text. That is JSON. Format document. This is what I want. This is department. Emp. It's got the names and types. It's got the view, so it knows what the columns are. Perfect. So all I need to do then is take this query and use it as a RAG source. So here's my RAG source. It's called DB. This is the metadata for all views and tables showing all columns. So why am I writing this description? Usually you just skip those, right? Well, if you look at the help, it says it will be sent to the AI service, helping the AI to better understand the process. So yeah, do it. So the next one, I want another one, and it will be about my grid called emp here. So I'll do that now. Create a RAG source. So call it IG info. This will be columns. No, it won't be columns. It'll be SQL query and table information about my query, about my IG report. Okay, and in there, let's shortcut again. Okay, so this is from Apex application pages, page regions, where it's my app, where it's my page, where the static ID is emp. We're going to get the query type, so this will be table or SQL. This will be owner, which is called NL2IG, I imagine. Table name, view, the where clause, an order by, and region, which don't exist, and the region source will be the query if it was query type. So let's do that. So we've got 2 bits of information, and while we're doing this, I'm not too happy about this, and I thought it'd do a better job, so I'm going to do my version here. So look at this. This says very clearly, generate a JavaScript for these example filters. They've got row level search. We'll use this. We'll use refresh data. These are the operators that I would expect. And then there's the outputs, like do not give me markdown, do not wrap the outputs, do not do this, always have refresh data. So we've got our AI configuration now. Okay, so we're going to go over to our page, and let's just capture the output. Yeah, so on our emp we'll have a page item, so we'll have output, and we're going to have text area, and then we'll need some kind of button, won't we? So when we click this button, I want to use at the Apex AI, something like the generate. What's this? That looks not bad. What's this? Config static. Ah, yes, I need my configuration, don't I? So we'll have this one. So in here, this will be an execute server side. Over here, this will be okay, prompts. Okay, so give me all records where location is New York. Let's try and help it a bit. Config static ID. What's that? What's my config static meta ID? This is my config. This is it. That's it. Okay, so we can do that. Compile. Seems to work. So that's going to put the output nowhere. Okay, so we're going to do L response. Or P9 output equals response. Give it a tick. No, response is spelt wrong. Okay, so output here, and then you can stick that in there, and we can give it a go, I guess. So we'll hit this button, bing, spinner, spinner, spinner. Oh, it's got some code. Okay, so I should be able to just run that code. Would you look at that? That's worked. That's worked first time. Okay, so let's do something clever with this. You see this here? So I type something like Ford in, and it filters. Well, in this presentation here, I saw them actually using that box here. So I'm going to repurpose that box. So let's have a look at it. So that's called the input ID text field. So that's the text field. I guess we'll use that. And then I want to turn this button off. So this is the button data action search. Ooh, crikey. Okay, let's try and identify the button. So if I do button, open brackets, data action search, I'm looking for a length of 1. Yep. Okay, fine. Right, so I need to turn that off and do my own. So let's ask AI. I need to okay, I need to turn the click action off this button and run my own function. So this is going to have a look at how to do this. I don't really want to be told, I just want some code. Here we are. My custom search function. Alright, fine, thank you. So on here at page level, hopefully the grid is going to load before this page level. So turn that off and then put another on click. Okay, my custom search. Oh, have you given me a code to do that? No. Okay, so function. And we'll do a console log here. Running, fine. Okay, just see if it works again. So I'm going to type in Ford again. Let's reset. Type in Ford. Hit the button. Nothing happens. Good. Hitting it multiple times. Yep. Okay. So it's going to run my function. Okay. So I need the next one. I want to stick the value of my give my records from New York in there. It's a natural search. So let's just grab the value out. Okay. So we've got this ID. So can I use that dot val? Whoops, val. Yes. Okay, so when we first start at the page, let's put a default value in. Can I use that val? In fact, let's use something better. Apex item, and then we'll get that. Set value. I know these work. I don't trust all these vals. Okay, set value to be. Look, let's copy paste. Okay. So I've got a default value there, and I've got a custom search function which just runs a piece of text. Okay, so let's move all these around. So instead of a click, so this will be AI NL2IG. So instead of a click, let's move it to a custom, and let's call it go AI, and it will be on. Oh, let's just do window. Okay, and on here, so meta. So I want the prompt in. So let's have a P9 input. What is that? What have I just done? Create a page item. P9 input. You can be a text area. Actually, that's not my input, is it? Yeah, it is. So, I want to set that, don't I? So I'll create action here, and I use set value. Where are you? And you can set it to JavaScript expression. What's my expression? My expression is something like this, but get value. So dynamic actions, get value, and what you're going to stick it in, you're going to stick it in the input, and then here we go, we're cooking here, and then the input goes in there, and that goes in there, and we're going to get the output in output, but I've asked for it to be run as a val, so we can create a new action, and that will be, sorry, that will be execute JavaScript, and it will be eval. Have we done it? Have we just done the interactive reports natural language? Let's just turn that off in 20 minutes or so. Oh, something's gone wrong. Expected token. Let's just try and guess at what I've done wrong. Why would that fire immediately? Oh, it's probably that, isn't it? Shouldn't have been talking when I was typing. Okay, let's just have a look at this. Looks okay. Oh, we didn't fire the function, did we? Apex event trigger. And then I set it a window, I think. Window. And then jQuery event. Oh, it's called go AI. And then there was a string of some data. No data to send you. And then what's going wrong? Nothing's going wrong. So give me all the records where the location is New York. Go. Ah, it works. It works. Give me all records where manager is Blake. Go. Oh, that's it. Perfect. I've done it. So very happy with that. I hope you've learned something from this. I'm going to stop there. So what we did is, let's just go through it all. So I turn off the click and I say on the go button and I say run that. I run this and it triggers the window on this event called GoGo AI. I also automatically on page load set a prompt there so I don't have to type it in each time. Let's go back here. So when we trigger this GoGo, this is a this is waiting on a window event of GoGo AI, a custom one. It's going to set the value, which is grab it from the value from that search field, which is there here. So grab the value from there and stick it in P9 input. Then it's going to run this AI generate using the config of meta, which is this one here. It's also going to throw in my prompt here. So when this runs, it knows what to do. It's got this big system prompt that says, like, the user might say, give me all employees or departments. Basically means give me filters. I'm expecting this code here. How does it know what code to use? Well, it's got the metadata for all the tables and views in the schema. I think I've got a view of it here, haven't I? Which is that. And not only has it got awareness about my schema, it's got information about my interactive grid as well, called EMP, and it knows what the query was that was building it up. So with all that information, it should be able to create some JavaScript based on this undocumented feature here. And using these rules, it comes out with some JavaScript here. Yeah. So let's go back to going through. So it puts it into P output here, and then all I'm doing is evaluate, which is run dynamically, the P output, and it's going to get the value on the page. So, and this is what we come up with here. So give me all let's try a difficult one. Salary over 3,000. I don't know if it's going to do this one. It's a bit. This might need another 10 minutes to fix this. We'll see what it comes up with. Oh, it's come up with an error. Okay, all right. It's saying, give me all records. Give me all records with column. Let's try and help it a bit. Column sal over 3,000. So I think what it did then is it couldn't find out. It couldn't reach out to the internet what it did. But this time, I think it's done it actually. I did a typo with 3. I don't want to layer the filters on for just the quick demo. Let's say over 3,000. Yeah, look at that. It's done it. It's not bad, is it? Not bad for a first attempt. So yeah, I think I'll keep it there. If you want a part 2, maybe I could say, let's turn this into some kind of plugin. So an interactive report plugin or interactive grid plugin, which when it finds an interactive grid, it could just dynamically set all this up. So using some parameters, it could find the right AI configuration. All right, yeah, thanks for your time watching this, and all the best, and have a great rest of the week.